here talking sport, discussing UFC. We are reacting to UFC 294 that has just finished off, and what a show it was. Obviously, Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat Chimaev. Obviously, Islam Makachev versus Volkanovski 2, the rematch, and the fights have just finished, and we are reacting to it. And obviously, very good performances by all fighters. Credit to the fighters taking it on short notice, and obviously credit to Dana White and the UFC for being able to put this together, giving the fans the entertainment for tonight. And obviously, what is everyone's reaction then?
Yeah, it was a great fight while it lasted. My reaction to the fight was just all that entertainment, and it couldn't have been better. The preparations were great for the fighters, and as a fan, I really enjoyed the fight. Although I wanted Usman to win against Chimaev, because he's got a pedigree and he's a great experienced fighter, but that's how it is.
What do you say?
I say that Chimaev, I was really impressed by him because obviously Usman didn't have full camp, but the way Usman, we know the quality of fighting, he's a really great fighter, and Chimaev was good with the wrestling, and he beat him fair and square, and so credit to Kazma Chimaev. I believe he'll get his hand on a title and be a champ for a long time. And
Yeah, most definitely. Whoever works hard becomes a champion, and
definitely,
with the other fight, against Volkanovski, where he got knocked out. I think that was brutal. I think where he was getting finished off, that was brutal. So props to Team Khabib, and they did another number on him.
Yeah, obviously, I wanted Kamaru Usman to win the fight, but with a short camp, obviously, it becomes difficult for Kamaru Usman
It's just good to see a comeback, isn't it? It's good to see a comeback from Usman. Fair play to Kamaru. He's a great fighter, and all respect to him. I like him as a fighter, and he brings in a lot of drama into the fight. Heading towards the fight and doing the fight. He's a very great fighter.
Definitely, everyone needs to remember that this was the dream matchup, Usman versus Chimaev, and obviously it happened, but obviously at short notice. I think Usman looked very good today, to be honest. He defended a couple of takedowns, and in the third round he took it to Chimaev. Obviously, if Usman has a full camp, you'd be able to expect a better Kamaru Usman, so maybe down the line, or maybe next, I'd like to see a Usman-Chimaev rematch with a full camp at 85.
Yeah, absolutely.
It has to happen.
All I'm going to say is the best fight I've seen tonight was the Makachev fight against Volkanovski. Then again, like I said, it was a great finish and it was unexpected. The guy had a short camp, Volkanovski. If it was the other way around, we would have seen a rematch, a trilogy we would have seen, and that would have been entertaining for the fighters. So, whatever happened, it was for the best, and all props to the champion.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I think with the main event, obviously it was a good performance by Makachev going out there, taking him out in one round, and obviously he created a statement. People are questioning whether he won the last fight, and obviously he created a statement, putting himself up there in pound-for-pound rankings. Obviously Volkanovski had a short camp. Again, if he has a longer camp, you could expect to see a better version of Volkanovski, similar to the Usman situation, but we have to have big respect towards Volkanovski and Kamaru Usman for saving the show and giving the fans entertainment.
Exactly.
Tonight. And obviously
100%.
Dana White deserves a lot of credit. And obviously, to put it out there, I think what's next for Makachev? What would you guys like to see? Would you like to see Justin Gaethje or Charles Oliveira? Which one?
I'd love to see again. Then again, I'd love to see the rematch against Charles Oliveira. But last time I thought it was all one-sided. But I think Oliveira can pull out a lot of skills from himself. When it comes to stepping up and getting into a tough fight, I think he can pull it off. I think he can pull another win off, to be honest.
I think the one thing I have to say about this is Makachev. He already beat Volkanovski. Obviously, I personally had Volkanovski winning the first fight, but Makachev already been in there with him, so maybe it was maybe it was much easier. Maybe it was much easier for him tonight to beat Volkanovski. Do you think it'd be much easier for him to beat Oliveira next?
Possibly. it's
He
what
didn't.
it's the same thing with Kamaru Usman. When he was a champion, he had two fights, against he had a
Masvidal.
fight against Masvidal
Twice
he had
and Covington
twice
twice.
and Covington twice. So champions have to go through hell, to keep that belt. So a fair play to Makachev. I think he might be able to do it, but I think it's gonna be more of a struggle because I think I he brings a lot to the table. To be honest, you can't mess with that.
Which one would you like?
Do you know what I would say? Oliveira, I get where you're coming from. I think it could be an uncompetitive fight, but as a fan of Oliveira, I'll give him a chance. UFC is full of surprises, upsets. I would like to see the Oliveira fight at lightweight, and then after that, it definitely has to be welterweight. We'll have to see probably a makachev fight, maybe with a winner of. He'd have to fight the winner of Leon Edwards and Colby Covington.
Yeah, so far so good. I've experienced some good stuff on UFC, and I'm looking forward that someday I could make my way to Abu Dhabi and experience it for myself.
Yeah, definitely UFC events are interesting, and obviously Dana White put on a great show, so he deserves a lot of credit. Obviously, always putting it on in the UFC, and we look forward to obviously the next fights coming up, and obviously whatever's next for these guys, be it Kamaru Usman, be it Khamzat Chimaev, be it Islam Makachev, be it Alexander Volkanovski. We look forward to anything they bring to the UFC, and obviously the next fight, and these are exciting fighters, and definitely we enjoyed tonight. And
I just want to put one thing in. I'd say Islam Makhachev pound for pound best fighter, and also I'd say Leon Edwards. And I think if Leon Edwards wins his next fight, that would be a great matchup. Like this time next year in Abu Dhabi,
definitely.
that fight.
So obviously this has been Hustle and Tussle here, talking UFC, reacting to UFC 294, and if you've enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and yep, peace out.
Peace out.